Welcome to SVG-TV News for August 26, 2016. I'm Lafern Fraser with the details. Opposition leader Anim Eustace has dismissed accusations that the reasons for the New Democratic Party's adoption of the One China policy is because the party has now embraced communist ideology. Eustace, who was on radio yesterday, said that in 1992, this country under the NDP administration had seen it prudent to establish relations with Cuba, and the ruling Unity Labour Party has since embraced that relationship. Eustace maintained that the relationship with China will be for the betterment of SVG.
Has that made us a communist nation?
Never
because we recognized Cuba and did business with Cuba all these years?
Indeed.
This party recognized Cuba. Not Ralph or Cato. Sir James Mitchell, as Prime Minister at the time, is who recognized Cuba. But St. Vincent didn't become a communist country.
Because of that.
So why if we go to China, we'll become a communist country? It doesn't make any sense to make these kind of statements. We are taking a road which we feel will make us better off, not make us communists. We believe there will be greater economic and financial benefits.
Chief Executive Officer at the Caribbean Development Fund, Ronald Sumer, said his organization was happy to provide the necessary support to the national development of SVG, particularly through the Argyle International Airport. On Tuesday, Sumer signed on behalf of the CDF an $8.2 million concessionary loan agreement, along with Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, which will be used for the development of a solar PV project at the AIA, highlighting that it is the fourth agreement being signed between the government of SVG and the CDF. Sumer noted that the contribution ratio between the CDF and SVG now stands at 4:1, which serves as a multiplier effect benefit for SVG.
To be able to bring these continued benefits to the government and people, especially in this relatively new arena for us, because under our first funding cycle, which ended in middle of June 2015, we had identified renewable energy as an area of potential. But under our new cycle, which runs from 2015 to 2020, it is specifically designated as one of 8 focal point areas for the CDF. So while this project is being executed as a first cycle project, it is happening within our second cycle and is fully consistent with the priorities that we have identified that are of importance to the countries that we serve. We are very happy to be a part of this initiative, and hopefully this will signal the beginning of many such initiatives for the CDF in all of our member states, certainly not excluding St. Vincent and the Grenadines into the future.
Giving assurance that his company will work diligently to have the new solar project up and running within the next few months. Acting Chief Executive Officer of the St. Vincent Electricity Services, Dr. Vaughan Lewis, said it is his hope to see more funding for even larger solar projects here in SVG.
We have just under 1,000 kilowatts of solar PV installed. With this project and other projects, we will soon pass 1,000 kilowatts of solar PV. Relatively simple to install. The technology is accessible. There is no need for large infrastructure works or large equipments to come into the country. And we will all benefit from these projects. I hope that the next time we have a signing that we will be speaking megawatt-size projects, thousands of kilowatts, instead of a few hundred kilowatts. Because while this project is important, this project by itself would supply over 200 households with electricity, and that's important. And the incremental increases are good for us, but the game changers are also very nice. So the large megawatt projects would be very nice.
The Richmond Vale Academy, the RVA, will showcase renewable energy options during an open day of activities tomorrow, Saturday, August 27th, beginning at 10 a.m. One highlight of the event will be the 17.5 kilowatt-hour solar system with a battery bank that the RVA has installed at its campus at Richmond. RVA is also exploring possibilities of setting up 5 biogas generation facilities in North Leeward. Stina Herberg, principal of RVA, is encouraging the public to come to to the open day event to learn and share experiences about renewable energy options. Herberg said they will be discussing the off-grid possibilities and the benefits and consequences of going off-grid. Since the inception of the Back to School Teen Mothers program in 2003, the Ministry of National Mobilization, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, have provided teen mothers with the opportunity to re-enter secondary school after giving birth. In keeping with the pledge to provide support to these teen mothers, the Gender Affairs Division within the Ministry of National Mobilization held a parenting workshop on Thursday as part of the Teen Mothers program at the Foreign Affairs Conference Room. Highlighting her passion for assisting and guiding young people, Program Officer Faustina Lewis noted that the program has been very successful over the years as it continues to place young mothers in a position to acquire higher education and jobs so as to better provide for their families.
Yes, we have been having really good success, up to 100% passes, and we expect that trend to continue with you. Some of them, you know, from poor homes, and they didn't allow their poverty to keep them down. They didn't allow the children to keep them down, and they went out there and they performed. And they did better than girls who don't have any children. So I encourage you to go out there, give up your best, and make this program work and let it be a household word that the Teen Mothers program is not a joke program. It's a program where our girls go in, they are given a second chance, and they are doing well. And I wanted to stick with the staff, and I want the parents who are here to continue to give us their support.
Coordinator of Gender Affairs Polly Oliver said the workshop seeks to promote safer sexual practices and sexual awareness for teen mothers, as the program does not entail supporting a second pregnancy. Noting that her department is only there to provide necessary support, Oliver urged parents to stay involved and support the young mothers.
If you do need any help, we will make ourselves available to offer whatever we can to you. So we are using you as our flagship. And if you get a second pregnancy on the program, it speaks back for us. 1 second pregnancy speaks back for the program. So we are imploring you and we are encouraging you to take your second chance seriously, but try your endeavor best to avoid a second pregnancy, because the program doesn't offer you another chance. And we want you to take the information seriously and do your very best.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment volunteer program came to a close earlier today. 40 participants were trained on the Grenadine island of Bequia on the theoretical and practical means of destroying mosquito breeding sites. SVG Television caught up with some of the volunteers earlier this week who expressed gratitude for the opportunity to participate in the program and thanked the residents of Bequia for their cooperation and support.
From this program, I've learned a lot how to keep my surroundings clean, and I was given the opportunity to help others do the same. I had fun with my team, Romancio, Benita, Trevon, and Ronica. They were very appreciative. I have to say thanks to the people of Bequia. They welcome us. Those who we didn't go to, I was stopped on the street and was asked, why didn't you come? So I have to say thank you to the people of Bequia, actually.
Well, this program was very fun. I learned a lot. It was very important to Bequia on a whole, because without the help of Ministry of Health, Wellness and Environment, we would not have gathered volunteers to go out and do the work in order to improve Bequia from vector-borne diseases with mosquitoes. So we did a great job, and we will like to continue in the future, and we will also educate persons more about this program. They really wanted feedbacks, they wanted help from us, and when we approached them, they welcomed us, and we had no problem with them.
A lot of friends. It's something that I would like to continue doing, fellow the field work. It feels great helping people. They took our advice, they actually listened, it was great. So just want to say thank you, Bequia, for cooperating with us, and we hope that you continue doing as we told you guys to do.
The Building and Loan Association recently awarded 14 scholarships and bursaries to successful CPEA students. Speaking at the recently held awards ceremony, Chairman of the BLA Membership Committee, Fidel Neverson, said the association restarted the scholarship program in 2013 and decided to do something new and innovative this year. Neverson said 4 scholarships were awarded, with 2 based on merit and the other 2 on a needs basis, with 10 bursaries of $150 each awarded to students who did well but did not rank highly enough to be awarded a merit scholarship. While congratulating the students for their success, Neverson noted that the awards forms part of the association's thrust in the educational development of the nation's children.
I think this is a testament of the hard work that was put in by both the students who are here today and their parents, and I would like to congratulate you all and say to you, keep up the good work. You're now going on to secondary school, which is going to be a new challenge for all of you. And I see this as Building and Loan doing their part in helping you advance yourselves. And we, as an association, will always be there for you as you grow up and as you advance yourself in life.
President of the Building and Loan Association, Camille Crichton, also congratulated the students and said the scholarship program is a sign of great accomplishment for the institution.
Something is working to the parents. Great excitement in seeing that the children succeed. So again, congratulations. And I'm sure our membership would be very pleased that Building and Loan has come a long way given what happened some years ago, and we are happy that the public would know, we are assuring the public that great things are happening to Building and Loan, and at our AGM that is coming up very shortly, that we would show how much we have achieved during this period. Thank you very much, and we wish everybody success, and we hope that you would maintain your standards and try to keep ahead of it. Work hard.
Close to 20 youngsters and adults received certificates after being trained through the New Dimension Pan Against Crime initiative in the Chapman's area. After 4 weeks of instruction on the musical rudiments of Pan, the graduates showed off their skills at a ceremony at the community center, where musical coordinator Denniston Douglas congratulated the participants on their achievement. Douglas said that the summer training Pan Against Crime initiative is being circulated throughout the various villages in the constituency, with the Diamonds area having a session last year. The musical coordinator further explained that one of their major goals is to have a permanent home for the pan instruments so that persons can practice in a stable environment.
Hopefully next year we might be looking at a different school, a different community, either Greg's or New Gongs, because we are trying to have a cohort of steel pan, a cadre of steel pan players in South Central Windward. And after this graduation, it is not the end-all of learning to play steel pan, because our interest is in expanding the New Dimension. And the players who have been trained today and have been trained for the last 4 weeks, that they too are going to become part of the New Dimension. So next year, for Panorama, we went Panorama this year. For next year in Panorama, we want to start to practice very early.
The opposition New Democratic Party, the NDP representative for South Central Windward, Addison Thomas, also praised everyone involved in the program. He also made a plea for a permanent pan site to be established in the Chapman's community.
Especially the management of New Dimension, who has organized this training program for the children of Chapman's. It is very important because what I've noticed, I've seen almost the entire village here this evening. After this training program, I asked myself, what next? I am asking of the minister that we should have pans permanently right here in Chapman's.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for South Central Windward, Soboto Caesar, acknowledged the pleas made for a permanent pan site in the area and commended the organizers for teaching residents a skill which he said can help them earn a living.
And your education, the formal education that you get in school, Brother Bash, former principal of Lowman's Primary and an excellent teacher, he would tell you, you have to be a balanced person. And it's very important that you get a skill. That is what we are here to teach you today, and that is what you would have learned. Playing steel pan is not only about fun. You can use the steel pan and become a professional steel pan player. And this pan could take you around the world.
Here's a listen of what the aspiring panists learned over the period of the program. The finale of a local gospel singing competition, Sing It Like the Stars, will take place tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. at the Russell's Auditorium. Throughout the competition, persons were given the opportunity to audition and showcase their talent, but only 7 made it to the finals and will compete for a recording contract. The 7 contestants are Grace Roberts, Kewama Edwards, Dylan Welcome, Rachel Williams, Rayon Nero, Samuel Little, and Sasha Thomas. Executive Director of the show, Hayden Belingi, said that the main objective was to give Vincentian gospel artists the platform to showcase their talent and minister messages of God through their music. He stated that working with the contestants was very rewarding and invites the public to come out and support those in the finals tomorrow evening.
The show is basically to provide a platform for upcoming gospel artists who do not have the opportunity to showcase their talent. We are allowing them to showcase their original songs so that they would be able to have a platform and to record in order to promote and market themselves as gospel artists. I think this is very important to develop our youths and provide the opportunities for them to not only be creative but also be ministers of the gospel through singing. We have worked with 7 amazing contestants over the about 1 to 2 month period, and they are going to, explode over this weekend. So you gotta come out on Saturday, 27th of August, 7 p.m. at the Russell's Auditorium. It's gonna be an amazing show.
SVG-TV News got the opportunity to hear from one of the contestants about her experience thus far and what she hopes to accomplish, as well as the guest artiste, Alethea Sweeting, who assures the public that it will be a very memorable and uplifting event.
It has been great going to workshops, and we have been doing a lot of vocal training. It is very important because we don't really get the opportunity to showcase our talent as gospel singers.
What do you hope for on the final day?
I hope to receive a recording contract. Yes, and for the Spirit of God to move in the place and us to have a wonderful time.
Man, I think it's going to be so pivotal in their lives. I know when I was growing up, if I had somebody to actually see or give me an opportunity to do something that I love, a platform to take my passion and then develop that passion and then share that passion, that would be just monumental in my life. So hearing about the whole process of the Sing It Like the Stars program, where these people get to actually have mentors, have people training them with writing, have people helping them with vocal training, that to me is rich. That is priceless. I expect people to be there and come in a certain way and leave completely transformed. I believe in the power of Jesus Christ, and I believe in his power to transform. I believe that when we gather and we completely make him our focus, I feel like things happen and we walk away with stories of his amazing grace and his astounding love.